talk about what are some of the largest misunderstandings in your profession and what you do. And this is an opportunity to kind of clear that up.
Yeah, I think we run into it all the time. So we'll get somebody who comes to us who's attempted to sell their practice 2 or 3 times, and of course, if they feel like you do it, then do it, right? But there's some hiccups that come along the way, that having industry knowledge, having experience in projects, having a process that makes sure that every T is crossed and I is dotted, that we don't allow something small at the very end to kill the deal. And so what happens is that people will go through the process and they'll spend anywhere from $7,000 to $15,000 with an attorney. They'll have invested countless hours generating data and reports for the buyer's advisor, and they'll have all this, and then in the very end the deal collapses, and it's always just some minor misunderstanding that wasn't communicated well. And having somebody in between this buyer and the seller makes a world of difference, because I'll have a buyer just not knowing how to articulate their concern over something in the practice, tell me something, and I know how to repeat it back to my client. When they did it on their own, it was offensive, and the seller got defensive, because you're talking about their baby, right? They've been growing this for 25 years. Their whole legacy is here, and now they're insulted, and that wasn't the intent. But anytime you don't have somebody in between to manage the messaging, these deals collapse pretty fast because emotions get involved. Mm-hmm. But I would say, outside of just having an intermediary in your deal, knowing all the steps and the pitfalls that happen along the process and having someone manage you saves them money. And people think they're saving money by skipping the fee of a person like me, but there's people out there that have done it. They've successfully transitioned their practice. There's no telling what they left on the table, but they've done it. But there's countless people who have had a bad experience in the process. And we love when somebody gives us a list of what's important to them. We run them through a whole series of questions, and we just go through the process and check them off one by one, and we bring them right to the end. And so Jamie, who works with me, we just celebrate. We get to the end. Everybody's so happy because both parties are getting what they want. And it's not a good deal if both parties aren't getting what they want. And it's very gratifying when somebody exits on their terms, and they're excited about their buyer, and their legacy is protected, and the staff and the patients are taken care of.